Hey everybody, welcome back to the Apke Brothers channel. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 different AI tools that you can use with the land portal. This is something we use every time we pull data off the land portal, and it is so helpful in eliminating bad land and bad properties. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to show you is how to remove landlocked properties. And a landlocked property is a property that does not have road access, and you can do that all with the AI tool on the land portal. So I'm going to go to filtered search, and I'm going to choose a random county. I'm going to go to Ohio. Let's go to Scioto County, Ohio, and I'm just going to do bigger acres. So let's just do 30 plus acres. I'm not going to put a max in there. Let's just do a 30 plus acres. And this is vacant lots, and you can see this gave us 1,388 results. What you can do on here, you can look through here and you can see all of them mapped. If you want to uncheck anything, you can do that, but that's not the purpose of this video. I want to show you the landlocked featured. So let me go back. I'm going to hit filtered search again, and what we are going to do, first I want to show you just all the landlocked properties. So I'm going to hit landlocked, and I'm actually do yes. So yes, the property is landlocked. It does not have road access. And I want to show you how many there are. So there's 579 of these properties that do not have legal road access according to the property. And if you zoom in, you can see what I'm talking about with them. So this property, for example, way off the road, that is a landlocked property. And you can even, when you click into these properties, it will tell you if it's landlocked or not as well. So when you do export the data, you will see that as well. So you go into any of these properties here, and it's landlocked. It's landlocked. So that is a very powerful tool. And there's 579 on 30 plus acres. So what you can do here with the AI tool is, okay, let's say you do not want to mail landlocked properties. We're going to change this to no. So the property is not landlocked. Hit apply, and you can see everything in here. You can go down here and you can see all these properties are going to have road access. Road access going through, depending on where it is. You can see this corner road access right here. This one's a little interesting. See where it's pulling road access from. So it does say it has 77 feet. It's not landlocked. I believe it is from this corner. This is not exactly just the roads that you're seeing. There is an AI feature within it. This is not just from the map you're seeing here. This one has road access according to it. And one thing, when you do get these properties back, I always suggest doing further due diligence for sure. So that is how you can get removed all the landlocked properties. The next thing I want to show you as far as AI goes on here is go back to filtered search and get rid of that property. And we can go here, and the next thing you can do is actually road frontage. So this is similar to landlocked. We can just do NA. I'm going to do NA for this. Then we're going to do road frontage. So we're going to say we want a certain amount of road frontage. Let's say you want to look for subdivide plays and you want to do 500 feet of road frontage or more. And you can see what kind of properties this pulls. You still have 599 results with 500 road frontage. Let's even go bigger. Let's go 1,000 feet of road frontage. Let's make this list a little smaller. So that pulls 433 results, and that is 30 plus acres, vacant land, over 1,000 feet of road frontage. And when you zoom into these properties, you can see how good these properties are in terms of the quality of them. And it is going to count multiple sides of road frontage. So for this one, for example, amazing opportunity to subdivide. This one has 2,700 feet of road frontage. And again, it's this and this. That is the road frontage it is pulling. And you go through all these properties, going to be very similar, great pieces of land. This one has a great road frontage along Brain Road, it looks like. Again, that is another piece. And before I move on, guys, if you guys are not a Land Portal member right now, there's a free 14-day trial. I put the link down in the description below. All right, so those 2 features are for road frontage and for landlocked. Very powerful in minimizing your list, getting bad properties out of there. So let's now go to the next AI feature, the final AI feature that I'm going to show you in this video today, and that is with the wetlands. So what you can do, we're going to pull up instead of being Ohio, I'm going to pull up a more wet area. We're going to go down to Florida. So we're going to do Florida, and let's go to northern Florida, which is Nassau, or however we say this, Nassau County, Florida. And let's just do 10 to 12 acres. I'm going to hit apply here. These are vacant lots, Nassau County, Florida, 10 to 12 acres. And let's hit show on map. Okay, let me just zoom in, make sure everything looks good in terms of these. So yeah, you can see very nice parcels here. But one of the issues with Florida is it is going to be extremely high wetlands. So if I zoom out here, especially northern Florida, even central Florida, you're going to have a ton of wetlands. There are parts that aren't as wet. But if you zoom out here and you just hit the wetlands feature in the bottom right, you can see how big of a portion of these properties are in wetlands. I'm going to actually expand this search a little bit. Let's do 10 to 30 acres and hit apply here. Let's go list view and go like that. All right. So now let's show you the wetlands part. So the wetlands filter here, you scroll down and you can see wetlands cover percentage. So if you don't want any wetlands, you could do 0 to 0. This is probably going to make our list extremely small. It goes all the way down to 51. I don't really care about that. Like, we don't have to have 0 wetlands. That's okay. But going up to 50 wetlands, like, that's a little different. I don't mind that. And you can see if you want to test this feature, let's just go 80 to 100 and hit apply here. And you can see how wet these properties are going to be that have 80 to 100% wetlands. This one's not 100 right here. You can see a little sliver there, but it is pretty much 100. This one is going to be 100%. These properties that high in wetlands, you really do not want to mess with them. What I like to do is go up to 50. Typically, it depends your acreage size. If you're going for half-acre properties, you probably don't want 50%. You probably don't want anything really more than 10%. So if you're in Florida targeting infill lots, that are small lots, you really want to stay with a very small wetlands percentage. But for this 10 to 30 acres, I'm fine going up to 50% wetlands. And you can zoom into these properties. These are going to be very solid properties. This one has some, but very little. This one has some. And you can see these properties that have very little wetlands. One thing that I do see here is landlocked properties. So let's make sure we do that as well on this export. So landlocked, no, and you'll see this property disappear here. And these properties will disappear. So that lowered it quite a bit more. So those are the 3 AI features that we use the most on the land portal. There are other AI features built in as well, but these are must-use features, the one I showed in this video. If you have not already, if you're not a land portal member, there's a free 14-day trial in the description below. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time.